Hello, Fish Fam! We're back with Modern Merfolk! Let's enlarge these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cards. My fish friends. Metagame has moved very heavily, apparently, to creativity. And also, I have to admit, I don't want to lose to Yawgmoth anymore, so I'm going to be playing Mistcaller today. I have to say, between Curse Catcher, Mistcaller, Dockhand, those are all interchangeable. I played Curse Catcher myself in the Vegas Magic Con, and I have nothing against Mistcaller. Sack it until end of turn. A non-token creature, if a non-token creature would enter the battlefield and it wasn't cast, you exile it instead. It's not super, super, super narrow. Like, it hits Living End, it hits Yawgmoth, it hits Creativity. Now, it can get picked up. My main pain to Mistcaller gets picked off by all the, one damage spells. Ren Insects, Fire and Ice, Fury. But we can side them out. That's okay. It doesn't have to stay in the deck for forever. And most of the decks are just winning with Force Negation in the main, so I'm just going to take their lead. And I think the most successful decks, when I look at it, Silvergill Adept is hit or miss in the main. But a lot of decks without Silvergill Adept are winning without Silvergill Adept in the main. But they're including some in the sideboard. So let's try out 3 in the sideboard. Still a pretty good card to bring in versus like Rakdos, Blue-Eye Control. Maybe we'll bring them in versus, what's it called? Murktide, which can be sometimes an attrition matchup in addition to being a tempo matchup. So we'll have the Silvergill Adept now in the sideboard. Try that out. See how that works out. And let's go get into our Modern League.
Yeah, it's very modern.
I'm itching to play some Modern here. Too much Pioneer. Where's the leagues? There we go. Yeah, it was disappeared on me for a second. Will there ever be a place for Grimoire Thief? What is that? Is that the... I don't know what that is. Grimoire Thief. Oh, that's the terrible card. Right? Grimoire Thief. That's the blue something how did you spell it? Grim or
there, it auto completed.
Pretty sure that's this is that dreadfully awful card. It's a Merfolk. I didn't know that. Whenever Grimoire Thief becomes tapped, remove the top 3 cards of target opponent's library from the game face down. You may look at cards removed from the game with Grimoire Thief, and then you can pay a blue, sack it. Turn all cards removed from the game with Grimoire Thief face up and counter all spells with those names. Brutal card. And by brutal, I mean it's useless. Alright, let's get into what happened here. We lost the die roll. Our hand is fine-ish, though. Okay, we'll keep. We got 1-drops. We got Force Negation. Or we might feed... what is this? Control, maybe? No, it is Breach. Alright, Breach it is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, it's... oh, no, sorry, it's Hammer Time. It's Hammer Time! It's Hammer Time! Esper Sentinel. Yeah, I can do nothing about that.
An army of Memnites.
Yeah, an army of Memnites. Alright, so in this matchup, Urza's Saga is so dangerous. So I'm going to save my Tide Shaper for Urza's Saga. There's no excuse.
Turn 1, 4 permanents on board.
I know. I take my turn. I got 1 permanent on board. How sad. Okay, see? You see? Don't play Urza's Sagas. Don't waste them on nothing but another Urza's Saga. Oh, God. That's not good. Okay, we're in a lot. Well, the hammer won't do anything.
Yet.
If they get Cauldron complete, we can easily beat that. They are going to get the hammer, though. Hammer has been revealed. I guess my opponent's going to draw a card. Oh, yeah, we don't have any 1-mana flash Merfolk yet. They're coming, though, people. They're coming. We got a Sveiloon, which sometimes is good in this matchup. Merfolk, and then we'll play this little guy. And he's going to be a 2/2 thanks to the Hollow Fountain. Blow up that Urza Saga. Like, so the thing is, like, Urza Saga you can control, like, all this stuff, but then you'd lose to the stupid construct tokens, and it's such a important angle to the deck that I think you have to save your Tide Shapers for that. Okay, so I can counter What is this gonna be?
Worst
Oh, you had the College of Complete all along. All right. Whatevers. Yanchvik, only yesterday I found out about this card minor misstep. Oh yeah, that's a new card. Not playing it yet. I wonder how that has affected this deck, because there's a lot of cheap stuff in this deck. Dismember. This is an incredible hand. Okay, so our hand is insane because we have Force Negation for a lot of their cards. I guess we can't beat a Pure Steel Paladin if they play it, or I guess we can.
Just won't be fun.
It won't be fun. All right, let's attack with our Tide Shaper. Start getting in some damage, and I'll set up a Merfolk Trickster and Dismember for next. Or I'll always hold up Dismember. Time for us to play our tricksy little cards. Tricky little cards.
Oh no!
Shadow Spear. That is a bit annoying. Because you could put that... Well, if you put on the Germ... Like, I have... The annoying thing is I have an opportunity to counter this. If I want to. This will perpetually be annoying for the rest of the game. Okay, they have Colossus Hammer, which I don't really care about. What would I exile? I could exile Sveiloon. But if I dismember the Germ token, then it won't be that big of a deal. Because I could dismember the Germ token. But I can't let it equip, because then I can't dismember it ever again. Maybe we're just gonna dismember. Maybe we're just gonna Force Negation this.
You could say no.
I don't have a whole lot of things to Force Negation, to be honest. What is weird that they didn't put that... You know what's weird? They didn't put into play with Stoneforge Mystic. Oh, they want to equip it on this turn. Okay, we're going to pitch Sveiloon.
Here comes his one counter spell.
Pay 1. Handsome Dan is like, counter that thing. It's evil. Nobody should trust that thing.
Sorry, Germ.
Tappy tappy.
The Germ should just die.
Well, they don't want to get into the red zone. Fair enough. It looks like we're just gonna win. I probably should just play Lord, attack for 6, the next turn play Lord and win. That looks like a very... like, I don't need to hold up all the mana. Yeah. Then they'll be in Desperado mode. It's backbreaking in EDH for a lot of decks. That's why they play it. Now they're regretting not putting it into play for free off their Stoneforge Mystic. You got greedy.
Who's the dragon in Elder Dragon Highlander?
Well, I think it was the OG dragons, like from Legends. It was like Nicol Bolas and stuff like that. How much damage can I take here? Oh, they're going all out.
You could dismember this
5, 6, 7. I could, but I'm probably not. I'm just going to block this thing. They're like going out on their own terms. Ah, they wanted to trick me. Okay, so they have Colossus Hammer in there. So here's a problem. No, it's not a problem, actually. I could try to dismember this. I don't really like the idea of them drawing a card, though. 6, I'm still not attacking them for lethal unless I top deck. No, it doesn't matter. Okay, I'll dismember this thing. If they have another blacksmith skill, or I hope they don't draw one. Hope they don't draw gas with this Asper Sentinel. Okay, it died. Nothing gets anything. Oh, you know what I didn't consider? A second Blacksmith's Mill could kill me on another creature, because this is an artifact creature. That was close. Okay, so they have, like, what, nothing? Merfolk! I don't have to do anything. Oh, no, I do have to do something. I only have 8 power in play. Alright. I win!
I'm the best.
Okay, what do we want in this matchup? Harbinger. I like Harbinger. I love the Spreading Seas. Cards we don't really want in this matchup. Mistcaller is not that useful. I don't like Force Negation all that much. Like, I don't mind a few. It's just that the problem with Force Negation is they could just play a bunch of creatures and kill you. Another problem with Force Negation is, what's it called? The Esper Sentinel. So I hate Force Negation for that matter. But Subtlety is not that much better either. So maybe we'll have 2 Force Negations, no Subtleties. And and this matchup is just interact, 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 and that's all it is. Why would someone bring a pumping protection effect versus Merfolk is beyond me. Well, no, it was in their main deck.
It was in the best interest.
This hand is great because we have Dismember, we have Lords, and we have Tide Shaper for the Urza Saga.
They mulliganed.
Yeah. I would say my deck is by default built to beat Hammer Time. This should be a bad matchup in theory, but like I have so many cards. Like that's half the reason why I have like I don't know. Okay, the main reason I have 4 Dismembers in the main is for Ragavan, but the other reason is for the Hammer Time matchup. This is one of the most premium cards to have, interaction spells to have versus the Hammer Time deck. Yeah, slap him down with a Fishman. Whoa! This is aggressive. Turn 1 Urza Saga. So you have like Ornithopter or something? You do. Or you have Memnite, whatever.
Love the Memnite.
So what does that mean? So you have 2 mana for Urza Saga, so you can make at least 1 token, which I can dismember away, I guess. But again, I don't want to waste this. So I won't. There is an argument to like dismembering this Memnite. But it seems like such a waste. I mean, I'm either dismembering the Memnite or I'm dismembering the Construct token, which will be pretty large anyway.
Yeah, I get.
Because if I hit the Memnite, then you cannot activate Urza Saga next turn. It's impossible. And I get to use my mana.
Talked yourself right into it.
Yeah, I did. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have done at their upkeep. Because if they played the Blacksmith skill here, I'd been screwed. So in this case, there's no 3/3 construct and there's no Memnite. So it's like I hit two birds with one stone. All right, Turia says the original Elder Dragon in EDH are Arcady Sabbath, Chromium Nicol Bolas, Palladia Moors, and some other card. Okay, Stoneforge Mystic, which is evil because I just got rid of my damn Dismember.
All right, then that answers that.
And this Dismember is very good versus Stoneforge Mystic. But I want to respect Urza Saga. Urza Saga is an absolute beating. Because it makes so many... It can just win by itself, effectively. Construct, find Shadow Spear. Or Colossus Hammer itself.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. Get out of here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Yeah, they're going to Blacksmith Steel this. Okay, so they gave this in control. So what are they going to go get? They're going to have 2 Colossus Hammers? Are they going to make a Construct here? Or nothing? If they do make a Construct, I can Trickster it away. You know what? I forgot I had Trickster in my hand. I'm a little rusty here.
He hasn't played since 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. I was never in fear of that stupid Construct. Had it the entire time. And JJS is excited for the Legacy later. Yeah, I'm excited too. I haven't played Legacy in like years. I'm gonna make some big changes, just like I made big changes in Modern. Here's the Construct token. And they can't equip it with anything, which is good. So I can just Trickster and pop it off the face of the earth. Yeah. Gonna go boink. Do you want everything for Legacy Merfolk and paper? Pretty close.
Now you got that plateau.
That does not help me in Merfolk at all. Okay, so now that there's a Giver of Runes out, I have to play the Trickster now. Okay, I missed out a point of damage. I should have attacked with the Tide Shaper. If they blocked with Giver of Runes, then I would have gladly They got another Springleaf Drum? What is going on here? I would have gladly played a Hex Catcher. But anyway, okay. It didn't happen. It wasn't in the cards. So they have 1 Hammer in hand and 1 something else. That's a good one. Okay, so they can deal a lot of damage to me. I think we're gonna lose this one.
Unless you draw tricky.
No, it takes more than that, because this Giver of Runes is a beating.
Okay, first a dismember, then a tricky.
Yeah, I need a dismember. I need a dismember for the Giver of Runes. Or Mutavault to stall things, but... Okay, that is a very useful card. It's useful for a few ways, because... No, it's not. How do I do this? I mean, I have a lot of problems, like Ink Moth is threatening to kill me next turn. That's one of many problems I have here. Then they can replay the Pure Steel next turn. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of mana available to do what I want to do.
I know of Chip's Challenge. That was an old ID game, id game. I think.
I need an island. Damn, this blacksmith skill screw me. What a play. What is this? Is target permanent gains hexproof? Didn't even have to be an artifact? That's broken. The main problem is Ink Moth Nexus. So next turn, they activate Ink Moth, they equip the hammer to it, then they re-give it flying, and then it flies over me and kills me. So I think... I guess the best thing I can do is just pass. Pray for the best. Hey, Benjamin.
Benjamin Button.
Yeah, we played Merfolk today. What do we got? We got 82 viewers. Thanks to the 82 that will watch me do anything. Actually, if we gotta see how many people watch us play like on the Switch. Then they'll watch us doing anything. I bet there's like 30 of you out there. Doesn't matter what I do.
You juggle.
I could be browsing Reddit and you'll watch me do that.
No.
Shut up and take my money. Love the show. Thank you very much, JJS. I appreciate it. The first super chat from JGS. Well, look what they did here. That's crazy. Okay, they gave us an island to work with. The reality chip. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. Okay.
Oh.
Anytime, hey? So I had an opportunity to bounce Pure Steel Paladin, but I didn't want to. Would they still kill me? Maybe not. This is weird. So another Stoneforge Mystic. Now that is interesting. So here is where I can bounce the Pure Steel Paladin. They can't replay it. And they can't do anything with the Colossus Hammer either. But they could try to replay it. Okay, hold on. Let's see what they do. Trying to figure out how would I steal this game. There's a way. There might be a way to steal it. They did get the Shadow Sphere. Okay, so with this, I don't want them to keep drawing cards. So now we'll bounce the Pure Steel Paladin. I mean, I got no answer for it coming back, but.
And Giver Runes can't do anything about this?
No. Oh no, it can! Is this colorless? I forgot. Give Runes deals with colorless, but it'll drop the Colossus Hammer, I guess.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh, but then they'll just re-equip the Colossus Hammer to something else, like Stoneforge Mystic. So it doesn't change much. Oh, I totally forgot about that. I punted on. I guess I just didn't have many options. Yeah, they can protect. Forgot the Giver Runes. You know, when I think of colorless, I was thinking artifacts, not colorless lands, but these are also colorless. Okay, I'm pretty sure we're dead. But I will see my last card. Maybe magically Harbinger saved my ass somehow. That is a good. That would have been a better card earlier. All right, we'll concede
10 turns
this one.
ago.
Yeah, 10 turns ago. Keep everything as it is. It's pretty good. Oh, the play would be let them attack, then bounce pure steel. If they protect, everything falls off. We block it dead. Oh, that's interesting. Well, they might play differently in that case. Like, they might put everything on... they might swap everything to Stoneforge Mystic at that point. And also, they draw an extra... Like, the idea was I wanted to bounce Pure Steel before they drew a card off of the Shadow Spear. But there's nothing I could do about that, I guess. Alright, we won the die roll. Let's see how things... Oh, boy. This has all the interaction, but it's got no pressure.
It's got all the pressure in the world.
Okay, I'm gonna mulligan. This hand's worse, but we're gonna keep it. And I'll toss the Force, maybe? Or maybe the Cavernous Souls? I guess the Cavernous Souls. Or the Force? Looks like we're losing! Damn, this was pretty poor. I don't want to go to 5, though.
Should have kept that first one.
Okay, I'll dump the Cavern. Put some faith in this Force negation. I'll play...
Oh.
Play Island. There might be some chance I bounce something turn 2 with Harbinger. The Giver.
This card should be bad.
Memnites. Okay, I have a second Tide Shaper, so let's chew up their mana base a little bit. Even though they're not really sensitive. I mean, we might stop a Pure Steel Paladin.
Might be on a one-lander.
Could be. So let's see if we... I mean, if they attack with... I don't think they'll attack with Giver of Runes. This is also a little bit of an annoying card to hit because I actually do like them taking damage from their silent clearing. Do you watch any sports outside of Magic and chess? Nope. Oh, boxing? Yeah, I guess I watch boxing. There's the Urza Saga. I hope they don't have like a million Urza Sagas. So I just burned one of my Tide Shapers there. Yeah, you got no manas! You still are gonna have no more manas.
Just pass the turn.
Yeah, life without mana. Canadians like boxing so much they made it a holiday. Well, I don't know about that. Boxing Day.
You have to fight each other under the mistletoe.
So if I attack, you can double block, give protection to the Memnite, and it dies. Yeah, that doesn't sound fun. Okay.
Let us not attack.
Yeah, let's not attack. Let's just keep blowing up lands.
Panza Merfolk.
And pass the turn. I'm actually getting I mean, I could... I don't want to exchange the Giver of Runes for Tide Shaper. At least not right now. They keep trying. They're going to keep trying.
Maybe it'll do something different next time.
Yeah, maybe.
Saint spreading seas.
All right, so the sees thing's working,
yes!
sort of. Well, I can start attacking with the Mutavault. Let's attack with the Mutavault. Or does this work the way I want it to work? Maybe not. So I attack, you double block with Memnites. Give one protection. So I'm exchanging a Mutavault for a Memnite. That's pretty crappy. Okay, so I'll just pass. I need a Lord. Or do I attack with everything? Because this thing... Or I could attack with this one. So I could attack with these two. And then if you block anything... Well, whatever. You exchange a Memnite for something. It's still so bad. Oh, but then I can bounce the Giver of Runes. Okay. I figured it out. I figured a line. If you want to use your Giver of Runes, it ain't coming back. Oh, the chump block. Alright, so that worked out. Okay, that's totally fair. That's totally fair. That's a fair line. Okay, and now we will get rid of this disaster.
Bye.
Yeah, I don't have to deal with this crap anymore. And I developed a board.
Pass through your turn. Just pass through it because you don't got any lands. Yes! Oh, you got him locked out.
Well, I don't know. We'll wait and see. There's a second main phase, you know. There's a second main phase. Oh, there's the Lord! Alright, this is going to be quick work now.
Yeah! Haven't seen this in a long time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, people with one island in play. My brother lives for this. I've been looking. We've been doing this almost for 10 years. That's wild.
Boom!
Next year is going to be like our anniversary of this YouTube channel. Well, not of this YouTube channel, the original one.
All right. What do you got?
You play anything, I force it.
3,
Force a negation.
2, 1. There we go.
You nailed it. You called it. All right, we beat hammer time.
Now for me, it's coffee time.
Yeah, coffee time for my brother. So you're back to using Silver Gill at least in the sideboard. Dock hands are gone. Well, the dock hand is going to come and go based on the metagame, right? JGS, how do you feel about Holiday / Vintage Cube? I love Power Cube. I'm not a huge fan of Limited, but when the cards are outrageously powerful and bonkers, I love it. So I do play that stuff. Your brother should play the Mono Blue Ponza deck. Oh god. Giacomo V. We're up against Gigantha. I'll keep my hand. It's got like some playability to it. Not a lot of power, mostly control. Our opponent mulligan. I'm assuming this is Breach, and I could be wrong. How do I take my coffee? Just with a little bit of milk. Actually, I use oat milk. I was taking it without... Well, no, I was drinking regular milk, but now that I got the oat milk, I feel like I'm a whole new person. Mishra's Bauble. Still's probably Breach. Like, we have good Breach cards in our hand. Force Negation's good. Hexcatcher's good. Dismember is good. You don't put mayo in your coffee? That is disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Okay, this is not what I thought it was. The hell is this? Just Shadow? In that case, that Force Negation is going to get bad really fast. Sveilun is good in a Shadow matchup. Dismember is good. Hexcatcher is, I don't know, meh. Ragavan. Ragavan gonna eat my Dismember. Those hopes are dashed away. Guess keep playing islands. Not revealing what we're doing around here. Ideally, okay, ideally I do nothing. Urza's Saga, that's nasty. Ideally I do nothing. I don't have to commit anything to the board here. Ugh. But I have to commit something to the board to deal with this Ragavan. Because I would love to play Sveilun and then have Force backup. So hopefully there's no removal spell here. If there is, it's not too bad. They'll get one treasure, but it's not the end of the world. Ragavan still has to go back to their hand. It's going out on my own terms, damn it. I could force, but then I have nothing in hand versus Urza Saga, and I think I can make a comeback with Sveilun relatively comfortably. Okay, Ragavan gonna leave. I got a blue card, that's good. Alright. Because if there's a blue card, then Sveilun can... Assuming there's no fatal push here, then Svelun might be able to take over.
I'd put Chipotle mayo in my coffee if you paid me. It tastes awful, but I'd drink it.
You pay my brother $5 or more, he'll do anything. Everyone has a price. Yours just happens to be very small. This hand is a bit awkward. Okay, so if I attack, you want to double block, that'd be a huge blowout. Because I do have the Otawara here. Okay, so let's attack. Maybe I shouldn't have played the island, because if I draw Mutavault off of Svelun, that would be great. Okay, let's draw cards. Mistcaller. That's actually interesting, because then I could play Mistcaller Lord, and Svelun would be indestructible. Or maybe I just play Mistcaller.
As your bets.
And then I'll have Otawara to bounce, I guess, one construct token.
Sounds good.
And potentially maybe force a negation if I have to counter something. It's nice. It's just convenient to have something to block the stupid Ragavan.
I want more spreading seas type effects. Me too.
Yeah, who doesn't?
You should.
So you'll tap out. It's interesting they did that in response to my Mistcaller, not in response to, like, I don't know, going to end turn. Oh, yeah, oh, they thought that it affected Mistcaller. Okay, let's pass the turn and see what my opponent does with their Urza Saga, because I think they think that it's like Mistcaller can interact with this construct, but it can't. Okay, no. They're not like that. It's interesting. They don't even try to equip the spear to anything. Okay, this is the whole point. Do I want to take 4 to leave force and negation up? How many Ragavans do they have? They're acting like they have a billion, yeah. No, I think I should just take as little damage as possible.
Bye-bye.
Another Ragavan, right? Oh, ran in 6? You make your little guy smaller. Do I care about this?
Yes.
Can bring back Bloodstained Mire. Oh, it brings back Urza Saga. Yeah, I care about this. Sell, 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 sell.
Sell, 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 sell,
Sell, sell, sell, sell, sell.
Jim Cramer inverse index.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Don't worry, you have this thing here.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Not thrilled with this card. Okay, hold on, but they don't have green mana up. So maybe this is okay. Ideally, when I have Svelun and a bunch of mana, I want to like draw gas into gas and no BSing around.
How does he know that I got gas?
Yeah. Oh, that's cute. So you're gonna kill my Saga. Gotta pay the ward. But you will pay the ward. But you won't be able to pay the Shadow Spear. So you can attack for 2, you could attack for nothing. Alright, come on. Creature into creature. This is the whole point of Svelun. To, like, bury my opponent when I'm ahead. Let's go!
Big!
Okay, that's good. I'll take that.
Saludo.
What else can I play at flash speed?
Trickster.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure... I just want to figure out if I want to play this Cavern of Souls. There's nothing in my deck, so we're just going to attack. Another big thing.
Big.
Too big.
Go smaller.
A little too big, yeah. Okay, let's get in the extra damage, I guess. What this does mean is I can sack this Svelun. If I really want to.
Yep. You have outs.
Biggest downside of cutting Silvergill, you can only draw gas, not gas into gas. I guess so. So what, you go down, kill my Hexcatcher, pay the 1. Or you go get Saga, but you're like really close to dead. Okay, I think I can let that go. I mean, I could try to counter, but I have to sack both creatures. Which I don't really want to do. This thing's getting big. Big and beefy. Oh, it costs 2 to equip. Alright then. So I'm going to take 4. Opponent goes up to 7. I can kill them with a Lord. Off the top. Lord?
Come on!
Could have used that instead of the Sphaloon. That would have worked. I could counter the stupid Ren and 6. I think I'm just going to attack my opponent. And then hope to top deck a Hexcatcher or Trickster. I mean, there's actually quite a few good cards here. Putting my opponent down to 2 sounds pretty reasonable.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Flashies.
Okay. Merfolk. Take how much damage? They can activate, make attack for 5.
Could you just play the other Sphaloon?
I can, but then I lose this one.
And play another Merfolk, it becomes indestructible.
But I don't have Force Negation up, and I really want to keep this up. I hope that's not going to be my undoing. This is a really good time for Manamo. Oh, you know what's something I didn't think about? They could activate Urza Saga, get a token, and then re-put the Shadow Spear on that token.
Tap out big for something huge.
Can they do that? Yeah, they can do that.
Tap out huge for something big.
You may not know what's in my hand. F you. It's unknown. This card is unknown to you, but it's very known to me. Okay, so now they can't take that line of activating, making a token, and then re-equipping the Shadow Spear over. So you attack, you go to 7, but I have 7 lethal here if I can get an island in play. Or maybe they can re-equip? They can't? Okay, they decide not to.
Spreading Seas effect.
Spreading Seas effect!
Also good.
Not really. No, it's not that good. Okay, hold on. This is attacking for 5, so you at least have to chump block with something. Which is not terrible. Alright, attack for 5. Attack the opponent.
Pump, pump, pump.
Not a bad card, really. What am I hoping for? There's a point where I gotta kill this stupid Ren in 6 too. Well, we have to wait until it hits 7. Okay. Another construct token. Another bauble. Replenish the inventory. No,
Ooh.
absolutely not. Okay, I got some flyer now. Okay, so now they're virtually at 4. Now they're virtually at 3. I guess they could equip Shadow Spear, attack for 6. Go to 12, but I don't know if they're going to beat me on the crackback because I have 12 damage that's unblockable. Yeah, if they attack, it's game over. Okay, decide not to attack. So now what do we have to do?
Spreading Seas.
Okay, now I'm finally in a situation where I can attack with this Svalun. I'll just play the second Svalun. So we attack. This is so complicated. Okay, I have one more turn that I can ignore this stupid card. Okay, hold on. Let's say attack. We all out attack. They block. Okay, do they have to? No, they could chump block here, take 11 damage. Wow, they go to 1. They chump block. Maybe chump block, this thing lives. So I think I have to attack them with Svalun and Subtlety.
The flyer can go to Ren 6.
I don't want to. Not yet, at least. Just keep leaning on them, and they have to keep, like, chump blocking. But then they'll have the stupid Shadow Spear again. Okay, what do I do? Attack with everything? What if I attack? Block, take... Sorry, actually it's even less. They don't have to block the Hex Catcher. They just take 10 damage. Oh, okay. Look at this defense. Okay, draw cards. That's what I like to do around here.
It's alright.
No, it's not alright. Why does this happen when I have a Svalun? I cannot, like, bury my opponent. I mean, I'm doing okay, I guess. I shouldn't complain too much. But, like, somehow in my mind, it should be a lot easier than this. This is, like, this is real hard mode.
Oh, he's
okay, they resign for some reason.
He's like, this is a losing battle.
I guess do they know what they're drawing? They don't. But they can't make another token. They can only make one more token, I guess. And they have to hope for the best. All right, what do we want? We want Spreading Seas.
Oh my god.
When do we want them? We want them now. Okay, Silver Gill Adapt is not great, but it's probably better than Mistcaller.
Nikachu Live, hello.
Oh, well, hello there. I'll side out the Ether Vials. I want the Harbingers. I might want the Flusterstorms. Okay,
Son
what
of
we need?
Ragavan.
How many other cards do we want to bring? I don't know if I like Subtlety or not in this matchup. Tide Shaper's I don't know if Tide Shaper is good. No, it's good because, well, it's fine versus... Okay, Force Negation we don't like. I don't like Force Negation anyhow. Yeah, we'll bring in Silver Gill Adapt even though it's weak to Ren and 6 and bring in some Subtleties. And I think that's it. Just put my modern Heliod company list back together in paper. It's our old pal Heliod time to shine. Now that prismatic ending isn't everywhere now. But there's still March of Otherworldly Light, right? Not a lot of mana in this hand. Oh, I should have kept some Vials in the deck maybe because this is still a Ragavan matchup. Okay, Mulligan. This is reasonable. Keep, dump, Subtlety.
He's paying for it.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, why are they doing that? Island and pass. So I can hit an Urza Saga. Maybe. Hopefully.
When's Urza Saga gonna get banned?
It's the mysteries of the world. And that is going to be a pain for the rest of the game.
Bet you can't use that on a Planeswalker.
So you fetched. I think I'm just gonna play Lord of Atlantis here. I can develop my board without wasting resources. Doesn't get hit by Ren. Yeah. Okay, there's the Saga.
These people always just have everything, these opponents.
Yeah, they do.
Ragavan
Yeah,
decks and everything.
Well, actually, there is a problem here because I can hit the Saga, but they'll just bring it back with Ren and 6. Maybe I had to be more vigilant and keep those forces. Because it's just gonna come back anyway. Like I literally don't do anything here. Maybe that's not even the right move. Maybe the right move. Oh no, but they have a fetch land in hand. Yeah, they do have a fetch land in hand. I would say I'm quite a bit behind here. You know what? Maybe I should change my approach here. Oh, they have another Urza Saga in hand anyway. Maybe I should keep the Force Negation just to protect Svaeloon. Because the 2-for-1 is fine. Like, the 2-for-1 is fine if Svaeloon gets to stay and stick. I am now going to act very desperately. Because I am just far behind here. Not even close.
Maybe they use their only Fury.
Is the option to pick play draw an outdated relic? No, not necessarily, but it's so rare that you would want to take the draw. You'd have to have a very, 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 very good reason because tempo matters a lot in Magic right now. Just being on the play and develop, like, look how much they've developed just because I had no resistance to like a turn 2 Ren and 6.
Unbelievable.
Oh, they had the Mishra's Bauble to sack.
This whole deck should just be banned. Everything that's in it, especially Urza Saga.
We are definitely gonna get ripped apart here.
But especially
I mean, I'm effectively lost. Or I don't know. The problem is Force Negation will be good versus Ren. Oh, look at this! Look at this battle. The battle we're fighting here against the Urza Sagas. The problem is I know there's another Urza Saga coming. Okay, so knowing that there's another Urza Saga, I'm just gonna hit this stupid Blood Crypt. At least this is a 2/2 to protect myself versus Ren. I don't know, maybe that should have been the line the entire time. And then fight the constructs with Harbinger.
Urza Saga should be exiled when it's done.
It's funny, they didn't tap the blue mana to activate Urza Saga.
Would have been flavorful.
It would have.
Urza's blue. Why doesn't he work for you?
I don't really want them to gain life. If we draw a land, we might be back in this because all it takes is like one Lord and attacking for 6 to like sort of maybe make a comeback. Like as if if they don't have removal, just wipe them out in damage.
That's a lot of damage.
We don't draw the land, but this is a pretty good creature given the situation.
You can bump Ren for a sec. Just stall him.
And it might be worthwhile. Okay, so what's in their hand? Just a bunch of Urza Sagas. So I can pick off this construct. Man, it would have been great if I... This is what I'm saying. Ren and 6 is stupidly OP. Oh no, I'm not against that. I think this is inevitably going to get banned. It's so oppressive to 1 toughness creatures.
When is Queen of Bob gonna get banned?
Never, because it's useless. Okay, let's just make the... I don't really like using the Trickster like this, but we'll just make the dummy thick play here. Okay, if I hit them for 14, draw a land, attack for 9, I still have to deal with Ren and 6 for at least, I think, 1 turn, because I really don't want them to start discarding lands. So we'll attack Ren now, because that'll buy me 2 more turns if I draw land.
He's buying time. This is what we call buying time.
Yeah. Time is money. Money is time. OP is really leaning hard on that Construct Shadow Speed. Yeah, I know. Constructs every turn. Inquisition. It's not terrible, because I at least have 1 Lord. Honestly, so much depends on them having removal. If they have like 1 piece of removal, I could be toast. I could just be toast. Oh, look at these Urza Sagas. Urza Sagas everywhere. But they have no black mana. Or red mana available. Alright, we draw the land. The Merfolk. Alright, let's start beating our opponent down.
Whip it good.
They're sort of tapping their lands as if they don't have removal. Because if they had removal, they wouldn't be screwing around like this. So what they can do, they can make a construct, maybe attack me for a huge chunk of damage next turn, but I can then bounce it next turn and hit them for another big chunk of damage. Would making Urza Saga's legendary fix it? Probably not. Very likely not. Okay, what are you trying to do? Trying to intimidate me with this thing. How much? So you can make 1 token, 2 tokens, 5/5, get an artifact onto the battlefield, 6. Okay, but if you make 2 tokens, you can't equip that turn. So 1 token, get an artifact, so it's gonna be a 6/6. Attack you for 9, go to 7, attack back for 6, that's 13. Bounce this? Oh, it's still complicated. And I don't think it's beneficial to hit the Ren anymore, so we're just gonna go all out at our opponent. Because, like, whatever, my opponent has already gotten like 1,000,000 pieces of value off of everything.
Look at all that value.
Yeah, the value. And if we top deck a Lord, we'll win.
Okay, he's tapping.
Yeah, they keep tapping the black mana source, like, but you know what it does? It implies that they don't have any black spells in hand. They might have just a big pile of lands in hand, and like they're they have no red source. No, they can get a red source though. Well, this is interesting. So if I top deck a Lord, we still need a red source for this, but you can go get it with Ren. But it might require, shocking! So they go to 5. Interesting. Oh, okay, maybe this is enough to kill me. Oh, they're gonna kill the Tide Shaper. That's one way of doing it. Okay, interesting. Okay, I guess this is one way of winning, because now they'll gain a bunch of lifelink, and then, go to 10. Yeah. I didn't see the Pyrite Spellbomb line. That's a good line. Oh, chooses to do nothing still. You never know. Okay, if I draw a Spreading Seas effect, it's over. They choose to do nothing, so now what are they going to go get? Another Pyrite Spellbomb? Well, we got Svelun, which is great. Alright, that's a good draw. It's going to make everything even more complicated than it was a little while ago. Opponent's deck looks it's just a Jund Ragavan deck. Nothing special here. Nothing to see here. Now what's gonna happen? Merfolk versus millions of constructs.
We are the token.
The construct army. Yeah, gonna get another Mishra's Bauble, sure. Well, might as well block, absorb as much damage as possible. I've screwed this up again. Keep forgetting about that thing. Can lose indestructible until end of turn. Well, I just lost my Svelun for nothing. Well, I guess I saved a little bit of life, but that's not what I wanted to use it for. I'm curious to know what my next top 2 cards are. I could have just taken the 7 damage. Could you Spreading Seas? Was that enough? Probably not. Yep.
Come on. We have 2 bound. Well, no.
An Otawara. My opponent said just remembered it either. It's not exactly grammatically correct, but...
What does that mean? You're watching?
I can't tell. Let's see. Okay, so I can... I guess we just pass. See what happens. Probably bad things are gonna happen. Hold the Otawara bouncer. I don't know. Probably I'm just gonna bounce constructs just to keep myself alive. Bouncing Sphere does nothing. Bouncing Constructs does something. Looks like we're taking at least 12 damage from Constructs because they can activate Urza Saga. And we'll block the Ragavan, I guess. It's still not over, but I'm not thrilled where we are. Oh, choose not to use Urza Saga. Okay, so Ren 6 goes down, kills my Trickster. Another big problem is even if I keep Force Negation in my deck to deal with Ren 6, it's not really that good.
Crickle's Recall would be hot.
Because
here.
I'll still lose 2 cards. I'm just a little too far out of range here.
Crickle's Recall would be amazing right now.
Hercule's Recall, yeah, okay, it would. It would not be too bad. Not too shabby. Bring in versus the Urza Saga deck. This is an amazing draw, but it's a little late. No, this can't do anything. I'm just going to concede. Let's move on. I cannot deal with the big force that is our opponent. Okay, do I want to bring in some Ether Vials? Not on the play. Maybe on the draw, having a few is okay. On the play, I'm going to be fine with basically doing nothing on turn 1. Or is there anything that's really bad? Subtlety is fine. No, I'm just going to keep it as it is. I don't really want to dump any of these cards. Just hope they don't have the Ren and 6 Urza Saga combo again. Oh yeah, this deck is not really artifact themed. Oh, we have to mulligan again, which is not good.
You don't have to.
I don't want to mulligan to 5 in this matchup, so I'm just going to keep this one lander and hope my opponent can't do very much for a few turns. Okay, we're going to play Merfolk and pass. I missed it. How did Svei not have Indestructible? Because Shadow Spear has this activated ability that the stuff's not indestructible anymore.
You have to tattoo that on your arm. So you'll remember always.
I'll just dismember this.
Malacopagenitus needs to come back too.
Okay, we did draw a land. So we just pass. If our opponent plays Ren and 6, I can counter with Hexcatcher. Or maybe I'll think about it. I'll think about what I want to do to it.
Pay to life, oh yeah. Alright.
To be honest, I don't really want to be playing this 1-for-1 game with my opponent, because I think I'll just lose it eventually. And it doesn't help that I mulliganed. In fact, it doesn't help at all. Okay. Time to think. I'm hopelessly behind on resources. My opponent is going to have 6 cards because they're going to draw a card. I have 3. If we just go into the long game, I lose. So I think I have to play way more desperately, and I'm going to play the Tide Shaper and just hit the Overgrown Tomb and hope that's good enough. And you know what? If they have Urza Saga, that's fine. I'm just going to have to hope that they don't have any red cards to play.
Ugh.
Ah, damn, they killed it. Well, they're going to kill it anyway. Or was the red source the better one? Oh, they did have Urza Saga. Now, that doesn't mean I could actually kill that thing with Urza Saga, because I could play Tide Shaper, target Urza Saga, then they kill my Tide Shaper in response with Unholy Heat, and it still fizzles. Well, Zeagle, you could like play around Bolt on one hand, but then you don't beat Fatal Push the other hand. And they have both, right? But they might have Bolt and Unholy Heat more. Guess what happened there? Oh, they decided to just draw a card. Otawara. Okay, is this Colgan's command? Yeah, I haven't seen this in a million years. Anyway, so we're just getting smoked here.
Lame.
This Jund is not too shabby. Oh yeah, it's been around for a while. It's been around for a while. Okay, we draw Subtlety, but I have no land for it, so just pass. Probably gonna spend this Dismember on this Construct token that they make. Gotta go fetch if you want to make that thing beefier with Shadow Spear. Ugh. Okay, we're just dead. I cannot beat this Urza Saga Ren and 6 combo now. Well, I can play cards, but it's not useful. It was just down too many cards. It was nice that we had the Silver Gilladepts. I would say Silver Gilladept is probably worth it. More or less. More or less. Just F this deck and everything it does. Says Eagle. That's okay. It's not one of the more popular decks in the metagame. It's a deck. It's a deck. It's fine. I'm not thrilled about Ren and 6. Displaying all the oppressive cards in Modern Horizons combined. So they're killing off my little Master of the Pearl Trident.
With our powers combined, we become annoying.
I sort of want like a clear indication that I can resign, but I don't have that yet. Like I could top deck Svaeloon, they have no answer to it, and then I start winning. Okay, that's gonna make it easier soon. Why equip it with Shadow Spirit? That doesn't make any sense. Just have the untap. Like because if you could potentially play something like I don't know, Tide Shaper off the top. Look at that, we got Silver Gilladept and it's unplayable in this situation. Okay, that's okay. We'll concede. I don't think there's no way I'm coming back from here. All right, moving on to round 3. I have better things to do than get my head beat down and get beat down by Jund Saga. Did you see the large Japanese tournament recently? 3 Jund Sagavon and 1 Merfolk in the top 8. Oh, maybe that's one reason that Jund Sagavon is been popular. Huh?
Jund Sagavon? Is that what it's called?
Well, no, it's just called Jund Ragavan or Ragavan Jund.
It's clever, Sagavon.
See, everyone's like, "Oh, Jund is dead." No, Jund's not dead. You just gotta play with the upgraded cards. Gotta play with the good cards that make Jund good right now. Can you open the balcony?
Yeah.
No, I'll do it.
Yeah, you're right there.
I'm not. Good luck. I'll just open it when I have some time. Okay, we won the die roll. That hand's a hand. It's a decent Svaeloon hand because going like 1 drop into 2 drop into Svaeloon is quite nice. I mean, you either kill my crappy creatures, or deal with an indestructible Svaeloon later. And these types of hands are even better on the play, because we have the initiative and a mana advantage. Oh, this is the new mono white humans deck. Oh, this is awkward. I can't remember. Okay, hold on. I gotta look up this. So this is a new deck. I don't know what's in here. Mono. All I know is has the Shoal card. Mono, white, humans, modern. I want to know if they've got Urza Saga in there. So it plays Plains, Mutavault, Deganjo, Cavernous Souls, Miria's Call as a land. Alright, let's see how that works out for you. They got some blowout cards, which I'm not thrilled about, but whatever. Okay, let's slow them down. It is a relatively white heavy deck. Unfortunately, Solitude is a card that gets cast, so I can't use Mistcaller versus it. Have this stupid deck up. Shining Shoal. How to shine? Next X damage the associated choice would deal to you for a creature you control this turn is dealt to target creature or player instead. Alright, that's fine. Ether Vial. Alright, I'm just gonna keep passing the turn. So you have, they couldn't play anything. They could Shining Shoal. Hold on, if they Shining Shoal, they could pay the tax. So I'm just gonna pass. Because I could attack with Tide Shaper, they block, and then redirect it to the Tide Shaper. Trip's like, we have the initiative. No, not literally like that. Oh, they have white. They got blue in this deck. So this is not a mono white. This is not what I thought it was. Teferi.
Let's slow things down.
Yeah, what's going on here? Okay, I don't know what's in this deck all of a sudden. Very awkward. Wait, do you have Shoal? Okay, let's attack Teferi. Make you block with the stupid Thraben Inspector if you want.
He's in there.
It's blue-white Amiria control? Maybe. Anyway, board is okay right now. I mean, if they... Say they wrath the board, we keep Sfe'Lun. If they wrath the board, we keep Sfe'Lun. We have a, well, we have a Mutavault, but Field of Ruin is on the table here. Moist Collar for the win.
Moist.
They might get one good... I don't know. Maybe they'll try to hit the... I will try to kill this Teferi. I'm not going to let that thing sit on the board.
You should be using Teferi. Very powerful card.
Maybe in Spirits.
Oh, in Merfolk.
Okay, so they did burn... Well, let's see what they do. Okay, I can interact with, say, Ephemerate. The hell's that? How did you tap this for blue? How did that happen? How is that even possible? Oh, that's what... Oh, that was what I did here. Okay, so exile target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. This is what we can sack the Mistcaller for. Because this isn't gonna get cast. This is not getting cast.
Thanks to the free life, sucker.
Although the Ephemerate will come back. I mean, they still got, like, another creature. It's just not the creature that they wanted to hit. So we probably will kill the Teferi now. We'll attack it with the Mutavault. Yeah, it looks like it's a blink deck. Which can be good versus us. Can definitely be good versus us. Ooh. Yeah, Hexcatcher's nice. But you know what's nicer? A dead Teferi.
I know. Teferi and Merfolk should team up. Saying it for years. The bounce and the ability to untap 2 lands. Come on.
Can't do anything about this. Okay, we filter our deck of an island. No, they had something. The hell's this? Skyclave? Huh? They solituting this thing? Oh, March of Otherworldly Light. Okay.
There's a lot of resources.
Fine. So now I am forced to like play out my hand? Yeah, sorcery speed. This is sad as hell. We doing what we gotta do out here. We struggling. We struggling here, people. We struggling. I totally forgot about this ephemerate rebound. When the hell? Like, shouldn't have that have happened last turn? Or was it on their turn? Oh, it was on their turn. Then it went to our turn. Now it went back to their turn. No, Sky. Oh. Still not thrilled about that, but sure. So I guess it's going to get Thraben Inspector. Walking Ballista? Oh, so this is just this is like a Heliod control combo, I guess. Lord! Make this game easy.
Come on, come on, come on. Boom!
That's actually not bad. I'll take that. At least it kills off this stupid Teferi. Although I'm going to lose my Hex Catcher to the Walking Ballista. This is the new spicy Helia deck? Didn't hear about it. I believe it though. Yeah, I needed a Lord last turn. Now this is just going to be really hard. They should kill my Hexcatcher right now. Okay, there we go. I thought they weren't going to do it. Because the thing is, even if I play a Lord, then they can just pump up their Ballista and kill it anyway. That is funny. I'll just pass, I guess. I just can't do anything. I don't want to bounce the Ranger Captain. It'll just be value for them. Well,
no legal targets.
Yeah, and then Ephemerate fizzles. And they have to tap out to replay this. All right.
Look at that.
Ballista, I've not missed you. Truth be told, we should be in better shape versus Ballista today than ever before, thanks to Sveloon, but still a pain. How am I going to play this match out, though? That's a good question. How am I going to play this match? So they have one Ballista in the deck?
Lord, big Lord.
Big Lord is good. That's not bad. I mean, I'll definitely take that. I wonder if this is even that Healed list, or if they're just playing a Ranger Captain. No, it's definitely a Healed list because it's definitely a Healed list, guaranteed. Teferi. F you, Teferi. It's the second time you bounced my Sveloon. I had Sveloon in play twice this game. So I guess we're gonna take up the Vial to 3.
I'll see something to say about it.
I'll just flash it in play. Oh, they don't want to attack. They don't have good attacks. Yeah, I'll take this Vial up to 3, which sucks.
Lord.
Absolutely sucks. Oh, beautiful. All right, that changes everything. Do I even attack Teferi? Because I can attack for 6, put him down to 11. I only have 10 damage afterwards. Okay, it's better. Teferi's off the table.
Sorry, Teferi.
I'm not. What's your favorite format right now? Modern. Never changed.
No, it's a brawl, actually.
No.
The only format where Pissing Needle's banned.
Never been. Never will be. Okay, I'm actually in an awkward spot. I should just put the Svelun in play, because now they can just pump up Ballista, blow their Ballista. Or maybe it's worth it. I don't know, they'll basically tap out to do that? Or they can... I mean, yeah, I'm just forced to do it.
Put one bullet in the chamber.
We do get rid of the Ballista. I just have to be fearful of, like, a... salt. What the hell? You're supposed to kill the thing after... Oh, they have 2 mana to pay? Or are you going to exile my Svelun? Oh, you got a March of Otherworldly Light, I guess. Ambitious Farmhand? Interesting. Okay, so there's nothing I could do. They had the cards.
Here comes another Svelun, though. Boom!
No, Lord would be nice. Actually, Lord would be perfect. Then they have to burn this Ballista, and then we attack for 6 still. Okay. It's not bad to have Mistcaller in play versus this deck, apparently. It's not the greatest value, but it's not terrible. Can't tell if we're ahead or behind. Cannot cast non-creature spells. That does not affect me all that much. If they slam heal it, it's over, right? Basically, yeah.
Come on. Counterspell.
What would Counterspell do?
I don't know. Heal it.
I don't even have Counterspells in here. It's a bit frustrating. I feel like I have everything here. I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot, but I'm just not.
You thought you were hot. Guess what? You're not.
I'm just thinking, how well are we equipped to beat this deck? Silvergill Adept will be good. Spreading Seas will probably not.
Yes. It'll be the best.
Subtlety will be great. The Island Walk Lords will be the most important. Actually, a card that would be really good in this matchup is just actual Counterspell. That would be the best. This is weird. I feel like our opponent 2-for-1 themselves a million times, but we're not ahead. I mean, here's the problem with Mistcaller. It's not a very powerful card if it's not for the matchup. Learned the other day that YouTube was originally made to be a copy of that website, Hot or Not, with videos. It was originally a dating site. It's correct. It was originally a dating site. But people are too shy to post their videos. So they're like, well, screw this. This isn't working at all. I think what happened was people were just posting whatever videos they wanted, and they found out like the website worked better like that, and then that's just what they pivoted to.
Yeah, like that guy that posted the video that's going to the zoo. That was the first video on YouTube.
I go to the zoo. You want to go to the zoo with me? Maybe that was the idea.
We haven't been to the Winnipeg Zoo in a while.
Well, there's nothing there.
There's plenty of things there. They have red pandas. They got flamingos.
Okay, Component, please kill me already. Just put me out of my misery. Just do it.
They got kangaroos and
I'm stone dead here. Look, I got just crapola. Here's a great spot where subtlety would be better than force negation. But to be honest, this is not a deck I'm trying to prepare for in the metagame. I wouldn't care about. I mean, I still might beat this deck still. Maybe not in this game. This Ballista is gonna run away with it, but I can't double block here because the Ballista will pump itself up and then finish off the last Trickster. That is interesting. Oh no, hold on. Doesn't this give indestructible? No, does not. Huh. That is interesting. I see the capybaras. The capybaras! Alright, let's kill this thing. Kills my Mistcaller, whatever. Okay, now what can we do from here? Do you play any Pioneer? Yes. When I have to. Yeah, they're putting the... So they have one... I think they have one Ballista in their deck, and they just recycle it. And then they do this stuff with Ranger Captain. This is just a plane, so they can find it easily. Okay, so this stupid Ballista is going to come back. Do I want to bounce anything in this matchup with Harbinger? I doubt it. This is a great card, but too late. You know what? I'm going to concede because I just have better things to do with my day at the moment, so.
I disagree.
Like, what are we drawing here? Dismember, not really useful. I think I'm just going to get ground out eventually. Like, I'm at 13 life. Okay, so I'm going to bring in the Silver Gill Adapt. Bring in the Subtlety. Do I bring in Spreading Seas? I don't think they have Urza Saga. That doesn't seem to be a strategy of theirs. Take out Mistcaller, because it just... Well, maybe we're going to keep Mistcaller. It's weak to Ballista, but there's not many Ballistas in the deck. Tide Shaper... May or may not... Okay, Force Negation I'm not in love with. Ugh. We have 4 Mutavaults in the deck, which is good. Being as threat dense as possible is good. Okay, I'll get rid of some Mistcallers. Interacts with Ephemerate relatively well, though. But Ephemerate is sort of an annoying card to deal with, period. No, maybe I'll keep it.
That was not my brother in the Francis video.
No.
So many
friends
people
will be
thought that
raging
the
out flipping.
opponent looks like you for some... I don't even see it.
Whatever.
Nose is similar.
I need to get rid of one card. Maybe Trickster. Maybe Trickster's the weakest card. Doesn't really do that much. I'm just wondering, is it worth it just to go full mana? Like, I'm not certain, but maybe it's worth it just go full mana screw, because there's a lot of double white cards in this deck. There's just a lot of white cards in general. So if we go like Spreading Seas, Tide Shaper, I mean, I don't know this matchup enough, but there is a world where just going all out on their white sources does something, but maybe not, because they can still play cards relatively for free. Does Fluster Storm do anything? They have March. It's probably enough. March, Ephemerate. Alright, we'll just pass it up. I won the die roll. Yay. No. Good enough, I guess. Dump the Otawara. Maybe the island. Man, I haven't played Seas Claim in years. Neither have I.
It's a great card.
I haven't played it in so long, I totally forgot about it. There's 0% chance that they play... What's it called? Fairy next turn, so I can easily play a Silver Gill Adapt, and I'll show them Trickster. Because I'm probably gonna... I don't know how to set this up. Maybe I should just slam Svelu and force him to play March of Otherworldly Light or something. Okay, card advantage is good. Island is bad, though. As the battlefield, search your library for a plains card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Transform this thing, activate only if you have 3 or more creatures with different powers. Weird.
They should also have the horsemanship ability.
It's interesting because I can't really do anything about. I can't attack into the stupid thing. Pretty good versus Ragavan, I guess. So I could go Sfealoon. I don't know what I want to do here. I could go Master of the Pearl, try and attack, but then if they've got the stupid thing, it's not good. Or I could go Mutavault, pass, put Trickster in play, then attack with Master of the Pearl Trident. Like, I have some options here. I slam Sfealoon, or I play and I could slam Sfealoon. There's some options here. I could have Mutavault in play, or I don't put Mutavault in play. And I try to play Trickster and Master of the Pearl Trident next turn. Or I play just Trickster at end of turn. I play Mutavault, play Trickster at the end of their turn. I'm not going to get blown out by some stupid nonsense. Like involving Solitude. And even if they play Teferi, they bounce anything. It's not a big deal. I have a Mutavault and a Silvergill Adapt. Then I play Master of the Pearl Trident and kill the Teferi no matter what they do with Solitude.
It's a lot of words.
Not convinced they have Heliod in this deck. LOL, it looks like a blink value deck, but then again, why? I'm like, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that they just have Heliod. And they don't even need many copies. But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, maybe they just need 1 copy of Ballista as like value and that's it. Hey, Pizzelle. Well, I guess we're just gonna force him to have it. Or have something. I really don't like that we're not chipping away for damage right now, though.
Don't worry, he'll hurt himself.
In confusion?
Yeah.
This Mutavault may not be long for this world.
You should speedrun Pokemon Red.
Hey, Albert. Speedrun. It'll take me forever. Okay, so the Prophesized Teferi comes down. Bouncing my Sfealoon, probably. Actually, also I could play Trickster, hit the farmhand, then hit Teferi. And like if they because I don't want to play Master of the Pearl Trident. They play Solitude on this thing, and then they block my Silvergill Adapt. It's not pleasant at all. Then next round I could play Sfealoon and Master of the Pearl Trident. Guess that's a line. There's no other way I could use this Mutavault. Okay, let's attack the opponent. We'll attack Teferi just with 1. And if you want to use Solitude here, I'm okay with that. You want a 2-for-1 yourself? To save your Teferi for 1 more damn turn? I'd be okay with that.
When are you going to do a water-type only Pokemon run?
Oh, God. I hated Squirtle. Who did I choose? I think I chose, like, Bulbasaur.
Dragonite is OP.
And then I dumped him as soon as as quickly as I could. Ugh, we're just to be honest, we're just losing. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should keep Force Negation in the deck and then just try to like speed run this matchup. Like letting the opponent get this far into the game is really bad. It's terrible. 2 Lords at once. But at this point, do I even attack Teferi anymore? Or I could go 1 Lord and then Trickster with the other. We'll try. Oh, I can't do this! No! That doesn't work. I can't play Trickster in response to a spell because I can only play at sorcery speed. Okay, so we'll do that. I'll play Sfealoon. And if they exile Sfealoon, then I'll hopefully attack them for a huge chunk of damage next turn. here's where like March of Other I feel like we're just getting crushed here. If the game is just taking too long.
Bulbasaur is the best. No, I don't agree with that.
Don't listen to the Charmander apologists.
Just a plant. What's a plant gonna do?
Okay, I'm just gonna concede. My opponent has too many cards, and blinking this is gonna be too much.
I had red, so I always picked red.
Yo, Nikachu, first time catching you live. Love your content. Love your shows on Nikachu MTG Live. Thank you so much for the AI entertainment. Love from France. You're welcome, Antoine. You're welcome. I wonder if that matchup is bad. Or it's probably not bad. I probably have to go like I probably have to bring in Force and Negation, and it'll still be a reasonable card in the match just because of March of Otherworldly Light. But they can play like March of Otherworldly Light and Ephemerate on my turn. But I imagine the best way to beat that deck is just to be as aggro as possible. And if they want to 2-for-1 themselves with March of Otherworldly Light, then we can 2-for-1 ourselves with Force Negation. I just can't let them get to the long game. Won the die roll. Would you like to play first? Yes, I've won the die roll a lot today, but has been no help. This hand is fine.
Babe, wake up. Nikachu's playing for a 3-2.
Yeah, we're going to play for a 3-2 round here. All right, Island and Pat. What's going on here? I didn't tap that for anything. I didn't tap that thing! That was weird. Do I have like a key? Undo. Give me my mana back. Okay, that was a bit bizarre. I didn't do anything. I selected my land and then it went to play tapped automatically.
I love Crystal Clear because I can inject Routine as my starter. I have no idea what Crystal Clear is. I know there's Pokemon Crystal.
I've not played anything beyond Red and Blue. I'm sorry, I played Gold in Japanese when I was, I don't know, 10 years old. I couldn't get too far and I got frustrated because, I mean, I just can't enjoy the game. Look at this ugly plains. Actually, maybe it's not that ugly. Alright, what do we got here? Well, I have nothing to do with my turn. Well, I guess I can just play a Hexcatcher end of turn. If this is well, it's not Hammer Time. What is this? Is this the same deck we just played against?
Oh, it's a mod, okay.
Is Hold Breacher legal? Absolutely not.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. Oh, I guess it is Hammer Time. There's the Saga. So that's good. I held on to the Tide Shapers. Okay, I think our hand is reasonable. I think even if they got Cauldron complete, I wouldn't care that much. They got the complete pile of crap. I can't do much with Hexcatcher right now, but one day maybe. Okay, we'll blow up the Urza Saga, and then we're going to be racing a Cauldron complete, I guess. Oh, Legacy? I don't know. I think yes. I think people don't care about that card in Legacy all that much. I don't know, though. Hull Breacher. We did go through that card. Yeah, I think it's legal. I think it's still legal. I still have to build a Legacy deck. Yes, more Tier 1 decks. More Tier 1 decks. Send them to me. I'll play all the Tier 1 decks all day. I'm more comfortable around Tier 1 decks. You don't want to give me Island Walk? Yeah, can't do anything about that. It's only banned in Commander. The Hull Breacher. You can do nothing! A defensive opponent. Well, I don't exactly want to do nothing myself. So they didn't play another Urza Saga, which suggests that probably I can just throw this Tide Shaper out there. And then at least set up a situation where next turn... I mean, I would love to hold up these Force Negations, but I think it's not in the cards right now. I do want to buff up these Tide Shapers.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to do nothing at the moment.
Buff them up.
We do have some room of sacking a Tide Shaper to Hexcatcher. What's a turn 1 deck? I've only ever dabbled in turn 2, 2.5. What's a turn 1 deck? What, in Legacy? I don't know if there's any turn 1 decks in Legacy, I guess, other than Storm. Maybe with the lucky hand you can win with Storm.
Whatever happened to that Caleb Schurter guy?
He's back, actually. He's back. He took a really long hiatus during COVID, and he's back. Playing Storm. Actually, he's playing a lot of Storm-like decks that aren't Storm, but he's back. Sean says, as a Hammer player, it is possible that they just have nothing for one of the best decks. It literally just gets blown out by the slightest amount of interaction. And that's why it's got the Urza Saga. It's got the backup. Or maybe they just have a huge pile of lands. That is awkward, and I can do nothing about that card. So they have 3 artifacts. Sorry, they have 2 artifacts in play. 1 more, and I'm toast. Interesting line. Because now I can attack you. Trickster. It's a great draw. Probably shouldn't have played that land. Okay, let's attack with both of these dummies. There's not any. Doesn't appear to be any good blocks right now. Yet. Remember when Type 2 was standard? Yeah, I remember. That's an island. Oh, they've got Steel Shaper's Gift or whatever. The Steel Shaper's something. Okay, take 6. Pass the turn. We have Force Negation for at least one of those cards. I'm a little concerned they have Hammer in hand.
You must do something.
Yeah, I do. Okay, we're gonna have to counter this. They could have just put it in play with Stoneforge Mystic if they wanted to. That was totally an option.
We'll give them any ideas.
Declare attackers, huh?
Trickster time.
I'm wondering if it's Trickster time. Maybe it's do nothing time. Target permanent gets +2/+0. Alright. Save some life and maybe put a lot more power on the battlefield. Feel like Hammer is kind of a glass cannon if you're not Sigardas, Thopter, and 2 hammers in hand. That's actually not true. Like, this deck can just win with Urza Saga. I've seen plenty of games where they try to go for the hammer, but then the opponent uses a lot. If the opponent is interacting with the hammer, then they can't interact with Urza Saga, and Urza Saga just gets an insane amount of value. Like, 2 constructs can easily be like 2 4/4s in play. Or 5/5s, depending on like what the rest of their hand look like. So they do have a lot of room to. I mean, I think this what makes Hammer like really good. It's got a lot of comeback potential, and also, Sigard is not sorry. Shadow Spear, which can be found off of Urza Saga, is a big deal. Look at this, they're gonna constantly put me to the test with this crap, Colossus Hammer. Okay, do I need a Lord next turn? We need top deck Island Walk Lord for the win. Island Walk Lord! You're not an Island Walk Lord, you moron! Okay, attack. Please block. If I have a Flash Lord, you live. I guess I'm just going to let them equip this thing to something. I guess they'll put the hammer in play, they'll equip. I'll tap it down with Trickster. Ornithopter, another Ornithopter.
Not the classic, though, so it's useless.
This is like the new staple, though. Why are you casting these things? You can just put it in play with your Stoneforge Mystic. It's honestly one less thing I have to deal with. That's their the value I got out of my Force of Negations are insane. Do I have to deal with anything? Not really. Okay, I'll just let our opponent attack, do whatever they want. We're at 4. Whatever, I'll take 5. Maybe I'll hold the Trickster just in case, because I still have a good attack here with the 3s. 3 damage each. Hold on. Yeah, why play Stoneforge Mystic if they don't use it to circumvent counterspells? You would think they would have learned the first time around. Okay, so I tap 1 thing down, block all 4 things, take 1 damage. Are they forced to chum block everything? They could block Trickster. Block the other 3, take 3 damage. I think I'm just gonna keep Trickster up.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, good. Finally. We did it. I don't know if we needed it, but... Robert has a random question. What do you think should get banned in Modern next, if anything? I have no idea. Let's see. What's the next thing that could get banned in Modern? They're not going to ban Ragavan. But you asked me what I think should get banned.
This is battle music.
I mean, personally, I really don't like Ren and 6 in the format. It's obliterated 1 toughness creatures, worse than anything else. I think that card is very oppressive, and it's just jammed in a lot of decks. All right, what did we do last time? We brought in the Spreading Seizes, we brought in the Harbingers, and yeah, we left in I think 2 Force Negations. Took out all the Mistcallers. That's everything. You can beat the turn 1 decks. I can't beat anything else. And then if I don't know, if the right artifact gets printed, then you could probably axe Urza Saga. Urza Saga probably is ban worthy now, but it's just really close. Like if the whole format is warping around it, so it's fine. Okay, I'll keep this hand.
Go to 5. Mulligan to 5.
The next banning should be an unbanning. All 1 toughness creatures, yeah. Keep Ragavan, keep Saga, get rid of Ren and 6, and evoke elementals. No, I'm pro evoke elementals, because that prevents the formats from getting stupid. Thanks to the evoke elementals, it's like everyone has a force of will, and I'm actually completely on board with that. Like even that game with that like blinking deck, like that we lost to, the blue-white blink, it was fine. Like the game. You know, there was some back and forth. I was getting grounded out. Yeah, that happened. I'm going to kill this Giver of Runes now before I give it a chance to do anything else. So it'll just protect against other stuff. I don't want to pass the turn and they Steel Shapers gift the thing. So, thanks to the Elemental, like back in 2019, I mean, Modern was chaos. It's like you just can't interact with the board for free. And if you're on the draw, you're screwed. Like, all the removal was clunky. But now, removal is now plentiful for all decks. Blue has Subtlety and Force Negation. White has Solitude. Red has Fury. And that has kept...
Yeah.
Like, the only aggro deck, super aggro deck is Hammer. That's the only one.
No.
And I think it's okay. Oh yeah, well yeah, Modern before Modern Horizons... Well, I would say before Modern Horizons 1 was absolute hell. We got a Stoneforge Mystic here. Yeah. Are they going to cast their hammers again?
There's 2 Spreading Seas on the board.
Monkey, Saga, Elementals. Hammer's more combo than aggro. That's a little bit of both. A Shadow Spear. Okay, I could go Spreading Seas on Inkmoth. I could also go Spreading Seas on Plains. I could also go nothing.
No, Spreading Seas time.
The problem is I don't have a very...
Take them off that.
I don't have an interactive hand. If I go for the plains, it's so greedy.
They mulliganed.
But what if it works?
They mulliganed.
What if it works, chat? What if it works?
Come on, come on, come on, come on. One more.
Spreading seas into spreading seas, their other planes.
Let's get another spreading seas.
Yeah, I know. It cuts off Stoneforge.
One more spreading seas.
We have another spreading seas right
Yeah, but
here.
I want another one.
Yeah, so we can deal with like 2 planes. And now, even if they play Cauldra complete... Okay, that's not bad. They can't play anything with the Stoneforge, so I'll hit this with the second seas. Maybe they'll get in there with the Ink Moth. A little Ink Moth action. Okay, yeah, maybe they'll play the Shadow Spear. Some Shadow Spear action. Equipped to Stoneforge Mystic. There we go. Stoneforge Mystic. Not used to put any equipment in play and is now a beat stick. That's hammer time for you. Hammer time 2023. Stoneforge Mystic getting into the red zone. As so. Draw Mutavault. Hit the Saga. Pop. Goes the Weasel.
Big.
I regret I should have put the Ottawa in play. I saw that I have Hexcatcher. No! No! The plan, it didn't work. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, you're greedy. Going all in on the Stoneforge Mystic. That's greed. That's greedy as hell. Okay, that's not greedy. I'm dead. Alright. Alright, well, that wasn't on the bingo card, but whatever. That won't change anything. Modern should be 3 different formats. I don't know if it should be 3 different. I think I'd be for a vintage version of Modern. I think that'd be pretty cool. Maybe we can keep this hand. A little clunky though.
No, because now you have the upper hand.
We do have the Lord. We do have stuff. But I think a lot of people want to play like no ban Modern. But I think you could probably make like a vintage version of Modern where you just like nothing is banned. You can play 1 copy of every card. Like you can play with restrictions. Ginger Brutes. Oh yeah. Come get me. Come get some. I think I should play Lord of Atlantis first.
I think you should cycle these spreading seas into other cards.
So no ban list, but yeah, I think I think you can have a restricted because I think people like obviously you can't play vintage anymore because of the reserve list, but you can in Modern. And I think a lot of people, they want to play with Splinter Twin, they want to play with Faithless Looting, they want to play with Deathrite Shaman. All right, let them do it. Let them go for it. I'm not really thrilled with drawing this. I don't really like that these aren't doing anything either. So if I attack and you block with the Stoneforge, is that good with me? Probably not. What did they go get? The Shadow Spear again. So that means they have Hammer already. Probably. Okay, I'm bluffing. I'm bluffing a Hexcatcher. Oh, the bluff didn't work. Whatever. I tried, people. I tried. This will at least... I mean, I could sort of look at Lord of Atlantis like a dismember in this situation so that they can't play, not Shadow Spear, but, what's it called? They can't play, Cauldra Complete if it's in their hand. Is it possible to slow Modern down by printing counterplay to popular decks? What are you talking about?
They print specific cards.
Well, they do that all the time. That's why they printed Solitude and Fury. Ooh, it's probably good to just get rid of that thing.
Yep.
Permanently. Another Stoneforge Mystic. Bluffing while streaming is risky. You can be stream sniped. Yeah, I know. Spreading Seasons are sort of rotting in my hand, so let's use one of them, I guess. Actually, no, I don't need to play any of them. I guess I'll save them. Then next turn I can play a Spreading Seas into a Spreading Seas. Okay, that thing's fine. They have hammer, but they don't seem to have any way of using this hammer yet. Okay. Let's hit the Stoneforge Mystic. So if you want to do something with oh, they don't want to do anything with Stoneforge Mystic. Missed opportunity, perhaps? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, I have nothing to do. Oops. I gotta pay 1 for this stupid Esper Sentinel. Let's start getting in for them damages. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, it's so tempting to attack with this Lord of Endlast, but I think I need this damage more. Please don't kill me. Don't kill me here. Well, there's the... Oh, I play Spreading Seas. Now here comes the Urza Sagas. I get it. Okay, what do you have in hand? You have just hammer? That's all I know.
Right.
Well, it's a little worse with the Esper Sentinel on the board. Actually, hold on, cancel. I could attack with everything. And then... I mean, I guess if they triple block Lord... I can kill off Esper Sentinel. Then I have to pay attacks for Spreading Seas. Sure, and we get a little bit more damage in.
Huh. Fell for it.
Well, I wouldn't say they fell for anything, but... So, if there's 2 cards we want left on the battlefield, I think it's the Ginger Brute. I think it's the Ginger Brute. I definitely want this thing to die. Target permanent. Okay, so now I can kill off everything. I mean, unless they have a million of these black steel things in hand. So we'll get 1 activation with Urza Saga. Maybe they had a million of these blacksmith skill things.
Nope.
Okay. So we got to keep everything. It's not a terrible spot. And I don't think there is a Saga's gonna live next turn. How far are they from casting a hammer? Or they can cast hammer for 1 mana anytime. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Finally the song changes. You don't like the enemy boss song?
It's not a boss song, just a regular song. Regular battle.
Whatever, it's one of the deeper battles in the game.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, hammer resolves.
It has no targets.
Whoa! How many hammers do you have? You didn't get any Cauldron completes? 1, 2, 3, 4. Or maybe there is a Cauldron complete, but... Can't do anything with it right now.
Will Spreading Seas ever be completed?
Well, it did with Tide Shaper. I would say that was pretty complete of it. Okay, so you get a little construct here. Construct action. I'm gonna draw some cards. It's not the sexiest card ever, but whatever. So if they rip Pure Steel Paladin, I lose. So what if I attack with everything? If I attack with everything, that's 7, 8, 9. It's still not lethal. Man, that would be such a bad feeling. So if I attack first, maybe I should attack with everything. Or no, maybe I attack with nothing. Okay, sorry, no, I'm not gonna attack with nothing. I'm gonna attack with everything. I'm gonna attack with. Okay, let's attack for 6. I'll leave the. I do have Lord of Atlantis to block if they top deck Pure Steel Paladin. Just be gross as hell. Don't rip it. And then they could re-equip the hammers back to the Pure Steel Paladin afterwards. Slack says I build a modern deck that uses Cabal Therapist and Grim Wanderer. 4 Duress and 3 of Mind Drain. Deck slaps. Discard, well, there are discard decks out there. They have trouble standing the test of the metagame because there's a lot of stuff that uses the graveyard. Maybe not this deck. Maybe you'll slap this deck around. One of the best decks right now is a degenerate discard deck. Scam? It's not, I wouldn't say it's a degenerate discard deck. It is a discard deck. Well, well, well. Look what we got here. I can do nothing about this. Yeah. So I guess we'll just attack our Trickster into this Construct token. No! How many Stoneforge Mystics have been played this game? This is the 3rd one. Okay, 1 Lord and it's over. They got another Colossus Hammer. Wait, you don't have no Cauldron Completes? What is going on here? Oh, the last card in their hand might be Cauldron Complete. Yeah, don't attack.
Lord.
Or Trickster. Lord, Trickster. I don't know. It's a lot of cards. That's enough. Alright. Sorry. All the hopes and dreams are over. It has been decided by a top-decked Master of the Pearl Trident. And the game's over. We won a match. Alright, yeah. More tier 1 decks, please. Apparently it's the only type of deck I can beat today. No tier 3 decks! Boo! Not prepared for tier 3. Tier 1, yay. Also, I lost it when... What? Siri is pissing me off. Shut up. Like, my watch goes off in the most dumbest situations. For no reason. I didn't ask you to do anything. I didn't ask you for anything. Nothing.
I'm not sure I understand.
Yeah, I understand you don't understand. Azorius Hammer lacks the canopy lands for redraws. Thinking of trying SoFi in Azorius Hammer. What, Sword of Fire and Ice? No, that's too clunky. The whole point of blue is just to have the counter spells, and it works well. They do great. I mean, you can play Mono White Hammer's fine too, but like apparently the control elements are a little too useful right now. Come on, we're going for a 3-2. I went in for the whole grocery store, but now I'm just trying to get some bacon. Just a little bit of bacon. Give me a loaf of bread, damn it.
I bake my own bread.
You bake your own bread?
Yeah.
I'm like the only one that doesn't bake bread around here. My wife is baking bread. My brother bakes bread. My parents are bakers. What the hell?
It's not hard.
Yeah, but I don't want to do it either. It's like, hours of taking time to make your own bread versus like, well, I will walk to the grocery store, buy the damn thing, come back before you're even done, like, I don't know, kneading the dough.
No. You can get the dough ready in like less than 3 minutes for sure.
You know what's embarrassing? We won the die roll, I think, every game.
It just takes like 2 hours to let it rise.
We couldn't do anything with it.
And then half hour in the oven.
This is one of our better starting hands.
But making the dough, that's like that.
It's like that, people. It's just like that. This is Murktide? Is it Murktide?
You need to start baking bread.
Oh, yeah.
With need as spelled.
Ha ha ha.
Where's the sound effect?
Mishra's bauble. Oh, the... Yeah, let's,
There we go.
You like that? Another Mishra's bauble. Turbo Murktide. They should make some alternate names. We should make alternate names for all the decks. It's Turbo Murktide. Creativity can be like, I don't know, deck reanimator or something like that. 'Cause it takes the creature straight from the deck instead of the graveyard. Main deck reanimator. Well, I have some weird choices here. I could dismember. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, I will dismember. So this guarantees this thing's gone. And then I'll just play Tide Shaper. And then on my next turn, Lord Svelun, and hopefully everything stays.
You know, you might go to the store, but you'll never know the feeling of cutting into a fresh loaf, putting some butter right on that warm bread.
No, I can still put butter on warm bread. It just won't be from a fresh loaf. Oh, did they screw themselves? All right, the game's over. It's over. Actually, that was a mistake. Maybe I should just save this and hit their land. Oh, well, this is probably good enough. Okay. Good luck killing any of these things. Svelun is on the board and is untouchable. You can kill a Lord, but you're not going to kill Svelun after that.
That card is banned in a few formats, yeah.
Polluted Delta?
Yeah.
Yeah, weirdly. Weirdly enough, yes. Alright, here comes the Unholy Heat. But more Merfolk are on their way. What's going on in this game? I'm slapping. That's what's going on. Ugh. It's the Svelun curse. The moment I have an active Svelun on the battlefield, I will not draw anything useful. No! No, 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 no!
No, no, no.
F me. Okay.
No, you still got it.
This is a pile of shit. Why does this always happen? And our opponent's hand is full of absolute super gas, right? What is going on here? Okay, hold on. Let's try to activate in response. I'm gonna try to Trixie them. Oh, damn it. Didn't work. I wanted them to kill the thing in response. Okay, we gotta do it the old-fashioned way then.
Oh, he's dead.
Alright, good.
That was crazy.
It was crazy. Okay, what do we want? Fluster Storm. Harbinger is great. I can deal with Silver Gilded Ep's okay. Mistcaller is not that great. Tide Shaper is fine. Force of Negation I'm not in love with. Not really in love with Subtlety either. Trickster is good for hitting very specifically Dragon Rage Chandler. We'll dump a Hex Catcher. Okay, Svelun is good. I like Svelun. I like Dismember. Basically, like everything. Looks like you're in a position to slay. Just got back on because I had a school club. Yeah. We lost to the tier 3 decks and we started beating some tier 1 decks. We're up against tier 1 decks, which is the spirit of Merfolk. Built to beat tier 1. Okay, maybe we can take out a Tide Shaper. Yeah, I guess we can do that. Tide Shaper is sort of fine on the draw, just to like block Ragavan, or at least threaten them to do something about it. How do you sideboard when your opponent played a multiple baubles and one Ragavan deck? Well, it's Murktide. I just know what they're playing. Okay, I'll keep this. This is...
When's that dragon gonna work for you?
Acceptable. With the Murktide?
Yeah.
I don't know. Dragon Rage Chandler. I actually don't. I hate this card more than Ragavan, to be honest. They're gonna sift. They sculpt like the perfect hand Very frustrating. This hand's not very interactive, but it's pretty value heavy. So anyway, let's see what happens. We can go like turn 2 Silvergill Adept. It's probably gonna die, but then we can set up maybe a Sveloon. We can try to set up a Sveloon so long as our opponent doesn't have too fast of a start. Well, it's more impactful versus us because we can't block it, and like look at all this. Look at this BS. Put a Polluted Delta in the graveyard. Should have went straight in their hand. So Dragon Rage Channeler basically represents infinite, a pretty steady flow of stuff. Oh, it's only a 1/1. How sad. To do something or not to do something. So if I play a creature and you use a removal spell, it's still not big enough? Well, it might be if you can put a creature in the graveyard. I don't have anything with flash, so might as well play my cards. I'll show the Lord, because I'll definitely put that in play with the Ether Bell next turn.
Silvergill should just be able to reveal itself. For the ability.
True Mutable, that's not bad. That'll help with protecting Sveloon in the future. We might take the game plan of putting a bunch of non-Sveloon creatures in play first to protect a Sveloon in the future. But I'll think about it. Consider going deep. Those lands are put in their graveyard. All the lands. Mutavolt's sort of nice because, like, on turn 4, it can be activated to help protect our Sveloon. Get the 3 creature minimum in play. They got Engineered Explosives in the graveyard. Oh, that's a tough decision. Or maybe they already have one in hand. Got to protect Sveloon so you can attack with her and draw more lands. The problem with that is, like, sometimes you just get outraced anyway. Like, they could just slam a Murktide here and then race my Sveloon if it's big enough. Expressive iteration. Very expressive in the school of the Prismari. Okay, we call it Turbo Prismari Murktide. That's it. That's a very bizarre name. Turbo Prismari Murktide. But I like that name. What's the general strategy for dealing with creativity? You counter it. I've gotten blown out by Kiki-Jiki token plus Archon too many times. So crazy. Yeah, that happens. Oh, that's interesting. They put their defenses down.
Okay, big cards, huge cards.
I don't have a good way of dealing with any of this stuff, though. So we get a Hex Catcher.
Here's an island.
Oh, they have a million islands. I don't know, let's just beat them down, I guess. On cancel, let me think about this. I could put a Lord and Sveloon in play. So they kill creature, pay tax, play land, kill Sveloon. So it's not like I got a lot of value out of it. Okay, I think I'm just gonna play a Lord. I really whoa! Holy moly!
It's foil too.
It is. Didn't see it coming, but whatever. We'll put it on top. We can still use it. Do I want Ragavan attacking me next turn? Do I even want to block, though? Okay, I'm just going to attack. We have another Lord. We might be in a better situation than them. Subtleties. Yeah, they play some subtleties and furies, so it's not completely out of question. A Braid hits the Lord. Will hit me for 5. Oh yeah, they're gonna take my. But you know what? This is good.
Helps you.
Yeah, it will help me. You want to play that Lord of Atlas? You bring it on. Hey, I'm all. It's fair game with me. Give me Island Walk. Oh, damn. They play the Murktide instead. Okay, what's the most damage they can do to me? They can do a good chunk of damage.
Come on, Ottawa.
Trickster is really good. I guess I just passed the turn. Okay, so we can activate Mutavault to protect our Svalone. We don't even need the Trickster in play. Dragon Rage Chandler offline a little bit. Ragavan dashing makes it evade Ren and 6 and Fury. Yep. The only one toughness creature that's in really good shape in this metagame. Okay, hold on. Let's say I tap down Murktide. They attack me for 3. Then Ragavan. I can only attack back for 9 with my trick. I might still die. But then if I tap down if I let Dragon Rage Chandler attack block, I take 6 from Murktide. I still have to deal with the Murktide too, so. Okay, we'll take the line that reduces the amount of damage I take.
Of course.
Get the sense that they have another Murktide in hand. Ragavan is an $80 goblin on steroids. Well, I hope they don't have 2 Unholy Heats. Oh, apparently not. I should have let them surveil first. God, sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky. Not my fault. The Mutavault, I think, was behind. Was the Mutavault behind the island? People on replay, let me know. Oops. Yes. Choose Trickster. Yes, I want to use the ability, please. I love using the ability. Okay, you have to attack. You're not dead! You're not dead! You're not dead. I mean, I'm sure it felt terrible.
You got 1 magic coin.
Because you can attack for 3. I go to 8. That still gives you lethal next turn. And I only have, like, with the Hex Catcher, I can only deal 9 damage, so you can block with Ragavan. Let's see what's coming up.
Ah, too late.
We need to see the next 2 cards, really, because I could attack with Svalone. Interesting. I don't know. They weren't feeling. You know, it was a shame, Scoop, maybe. It was a shame. They didn't like how they lost to this Unholy Heat like that. Didn't feel good. All right, we beat the Tier 1 decks, which I guess is a good thing. We lost to the rubbish. Although, the Jund Ragavan deck is a real deck. I mean, they're all real decks, whatever. But some decks are more popular than others. The list played fine. The Mistcaller, we didn't face the matchups for Mistcaller. And to be honest, if it was Rishton and Dockhand, it wouldn't really matter anyway. So I think the Mistcaller is fine in the main. I'm not sure if I want 3. Definitely at least 2. I have nothing against the other numbers. Wasn't thrilled with Force Negation in the main, but at the same time, I don't think it hurt that much. It was a little bit more playable than otherwise would be versus, say, like Hammer. But whatever. If you play anything close to similar... Oh, by the way, a lot of people are going to be like, Nikachu, what about Chalice of the Void? Can we still play with Chalice of the Void? Absolutely. You can play Chalice, Flusterstorm, Force Negation. You can play with all those cards. It just looks like I don't need Chalice versus that many decks. Like, I'm not the type of... As you see, I don't need Chalice to beat Hammer. And I don't even think Chalice is good versus Hammer. If they just play like Stoneforge Mystic and Urza Sagas, you're going to be dead. So I think you have to focus your attention versus those cards. There's a lot of good cards in that matchup that like completely dodge Hammer. What if I play Chalice on 1 and they started Stoneforge Mysticing the things in play? You need minor misstep versus hammer? I don't think it's necessary. And again, they have a lot of... They just have too many 2-drops. Do you want more main deck subtlety? Personally, yes. Like, I only played the Force Negation here because all the latest lists played for Force Negation in the main. Seems reasonable since creativity is one of the bigger decks right now to beat outside of that. And also it's fine versus Breach if that is a deck to beat as well. I personally like subtlety a little bit more in the main. Less impactful, but playable versus everything. Force Negation, more impactful for the matchups you want, but stone dead in some other matchups. 1000 USD Murktide helps to not play Modern. Thought Chalice was mainly for Rhinos. Yeah, it's for Rhinos and Living End. And because I'm playing with Mistcaller in the main, well, maybe we don't need so much hate versus Living End. You know, we could live without Chalice. So might as well play with more flexible counterspells like Flusterstorm and Flusterstorm instead of the Chalice of the Void. All right, that's it for Merfolk and Modern. And I'm going to be playing... yeah, but we're going to keep streaming, so don't be going anywhere. Thank you very much for supporting the channel, everyone wanting the replay and... everything. Thank you very much. See you guys next time.